Let me move this one on this side a little bit. Okay, look, put your hand in the, yes. Call a doctor right away if you have these or new or worsening depression or new or sudden changes in mood, behavior, thoughts. My phone too heavy. Do not take with MAO. Hello, Emmy. Doctor about all medicines you take to avoid a life-threatening condition. Increased risk of bleeding may occur, especially if taken with aspirin, NSAID, pain relievers, or blood thinners. Manic episodes, eye problems, low sodium levels, and sexual problems can occur. Suddenly stopping drugs may cause serious side effects. Common side effects include nausea. Cái Facebook lúc này nó không có cho share, nó không cho tag, không cho hello má, khỏe không? Long time no see nha. Bữa nay với thấy má cho coi cái live với nha. Cái tay này bữa nay thì làm Valentine design nè. Now you're married, maybe, you know, I'm opening up more to the idea. Thấy có rõ không? Không rõ thì nói cho cái gì biết nha. Cái gì chỉnh cái camera lại. Hello chị Huệ. Bé chân dài. Cái tay này có một ngón móng nhọn nè. Cái tay này anh làm cái so lệch 106 ha, 106 cái phiên đẹp lắm.
Today at 4? Yeah.
I actually made an exception, and I told them out of something they were doing to meet John Cena, and I got to meet his extraordinary wife.
Tomorrow she got.
You okay with the pink ridges?
1, 2, and 3.
And we're usually very professional, and you know.
Okay, so you want to book any day after 4, right? Is that what you want, or?
Very protective of them, and I think he's become protective of his private life. And we were just so happy to all bond and hang out together. It was really,
Okay,
wonderful.
okay. She got Tuesday at 5. Okay, so next Tuesday instead, okay? All right. Bye.
Why do you think people are so comfortable
yeah.
opening up to you? Thank you,
Okay.
first of all. I don't judge people. I've been through a lot of things myself, some when I was younger, some not so long ago, and I'm still a work in progress every single day of my life, but I'm so excited
TQ for talking to him and I forgot. Just dipping in the black jar. Crazy.
This is a safe space. And also, we've got to have a sense of humor. So even if we can go really deep, we don't have to be heavy and dark about it. We can actually just talk about humanity and all of the colors in it. Yeah. All right.
Let me just say for the record, that is John Cena's outfit in his new television
pink in
show,
here.
Peacemaker. He was not wearing underoos.
Em khỏe, chị khỏe không? Hello chị khỏe. Như cái tay này nó hơi tối không cả nhà? Có thấy tối không vậy? Hello chị Hòa, khỏe không chị Hòa? Không làm hay sao mà lên coi live với em vậy chị Hòa?
Jerry, you know me from when we were like teenagers. I have always been a New York City driver. I just was in the wrong state. I was in the sunshine state. I needed to be in the road rage state. I like the way New Yorkers roll. It's honest.
Yeah.
They don't mind flipping a bird. They don't mind running down the obscenity. And they don't also mind not braking every 5 seconds and not knowing how to drive. I love that. Everyone's like, yeah, you're here now.
live bây giờ nó không cho thác nữa, cho nên anh chị rảnh share giùm em cái live này nha, cho mọi người coi với. Thì cái design này nó cũng đơn giản lắm, cho Valentine nè, mình vẽ bông hồng nữa, mà mình không có làm nhiều. Bây giờ Facebook nó không cho thác nữa. Cái này mình làm hai cái màu pink ôm về luôn á. Chị Hòa hỏi nhậu chưa? Mới đi về mệt quá chưa? Mới đi đang tài về mệt quá, chứ không còn sức đâu chị ơi. Hello chị Jenny yêu dấu.
Try Nervive Nerve Relief from the world's #1 selling nerve care company. Nervive contains alpha-lipoic acid to relieve occasional nerve aches, weakness, and discomfort. Try Nervive Nerve Relief.
Mọi người nhớ lọc lại ha, để mình check coi cái tay nó có mình cắt cái lằn nó có thẳng không nha. Không thôi một lát mà làm xong nó bị méo lắm. Cái sao thôi.
Curly, we all want to fight frizz. Garnier Petite Sleek and Shine Argan Oil Plus Care System. Up to 72 hours frizz control. 97% humidity protection. Petite Sleek and Shine.
Các em nói muốn màu đen, màu gold, cái màu pink cho Valentine nè. Yeah, bột đất nhìn đã lắm chị ơi, bột dẻo dẻo à. Đặt đâu nằm đó luôn. Cái này phải hỏi anh Hoàng này bột hay nếp thì con này gỗ dữ vậy. Mọi người nhớ lúc mình lắp thì nhớ cho hai bên hông cho nó đều cái bột nha. Take care, love. You almost there. Hello, Jason.
That are perfect for any occasion. Try their world famous Garrett mix, a blend of caramel crisp and cheese corn. And guess what? Everyone in our studio audience is going home with a $100.
Cái bột đen á, hay bột nào cũng vậy mà mình để nó ráo chút xíu, mình cắt nó dễ hơn nha, nó sạch hơn nữa. Hi love, how are you? Long time no see. Miss sugar. hiding for so long?
Hi. Can I help you?
Oh, I have 3 o'clock.
Oh, you do?
Yep.
Okay.
Okay.
I know, everyone wearing masks. I don't
I know. You don't know who it is.
recognize anybody.
Người đó không? Cái nón này của em cũng vẽ mấy cái bông hồng như đây nè. Cái tay này cũng không có dài lắm, nhưng mà cũng đủ room để cho mình làm. Nhưng mà không cắt được mà cũng vẽ cũng được nha. Tùy cái khách cũng tùy cái mỗi khu. Nên chị biết chị bên nhà tùy cái khách của mỗi khu nè, thì cái anh nó muốn không muốn cắt, nó muốn vẽ đó thì mình cũng vẽ được nha.
Hello. You here for Tammy, ma'am? Okay. Sure.
I'm here until next week. I'm leaving again. You better call, honey.
People think unusual circumstances means complicated taxes. But for a TurboTax Live expert like me, it just leaves things interesting. So, give us everything you've got. What if our professional gamer with a ton of expenses? If they help drive views, let's talk deductions.
What if I'm in a state with no income tax where my survival videos are viewed in 38 countries?
I can help. And if this is a business dinner, save us your fees. An interesting life can mean an even greater refund. You do your thing. We've got your taxes. Enjoy TurboTax Live.
After a serious injury crash, you need an investigation started immediately. As the largest law firm that focuses only on motor vehicle crashes, we can help. Hurt in a car, call William Attar, 444-4444.
Cô khách này của em cũng rất thích model nha. Khi nào CEO á, chị phải làm trên cái tay á, ít nhất cũng phải là 2 ngón model. Hello chị Hân Nguyễn, phải không chị? Khi mình để cái bột nó đó lại chút xíu, mình cắt nó dễ. Yeah, I'm too busy, girl. You know me so well, huh?
Well, I have a question. Raise your hand if you have heard of gender pronouns such as he, she, or they, and Z or V. Raise your hand if you're confused about how to use them in today's social climate. Yeah. I'm asking these questions because approximately 1.2 million people in the U.S. identify as non-binary, meaning they don't identify as she or he, but they, and other pronouns. Now, as society's attitudes about gender are continuously evolving, the practice of specifying one's pronouns is relatively new.
Dũa nó cũng ít hơn nữa.
Now, I just want to say,
Mà lúc mà mình cắt bột á, nếu bỏ cái bột nó hơi dày chút xíu, mình cắt cái lằn nó sẽ sắc hơn nha.
totally open to learning, and I want this to be a safe place to talk about and learn. But not every person is on board with this new movement. Half of Americans say they feel very or somewhat comfortable using gender-neutral pronouns, while 48% say they feel very or somewhat uncomfortable using them.
Đây một lát mà anh chị nào muốn coi cách mình vẽ cái bông hồng trên bằng châu Loan á, thì có thể coi trong cái like này hả, cái vẽ bông hồng châu Loan á.
You may notice it at the bottom of your emails or in Zoom meetings.
male nor female or identify with a gender not assigned at birth.
Point Park University is in the middle of a national dispute over pronouns.
Point Park warns students if they use the wrong pronouns on a student, if an individual is impacted in a harmful way, action could be taken.
A kindergarten teacher is facing outrage after discussing gender identity with her students. The kindergartners came home very confused.
That's your marble, Jess.
Of course they're confused.
They really were a boy or a girl.
Oh, yeah.
Parents say they feel betrayed and blindsided. I want her to hear from me as a parent what her gender identity means to her. My daughter went home crying, shaking, so afraid that she
Mình nhớ mà mình bỏ cái tên hay bỏ mấy cái design á, mình đừng có sắp nó
Gender
giống
pronouns
nhà quá, nó không có đẹp nha, mình bỏ nó thưa thưa ra, nó hơi rời chút xíu á.
and should not be ignored. And my first guests, Addison and Ethan, have a lot to say.
I'm Addison and Ethan. We've been together for about 5 years.
All right, all right.
I use they, them pronouns. Being non-binary just means that I just don't identify with the gender I was assigned at birth, and I don't identify exclusively with being a man or woman. I'm something in between, outside of that binary.
My pronouns are he or they. I also identify as a non-binary. To me, being non-binary means having a sense of freedom to explore my gender in whichever way I want. I don't have
Right, yo, yes, I may.
pretend to be someone I'm not actually myself.
It's really important for us to share more information with people because people are curious, they want to understand, but sometimes they don't always have the opportunity to do that.
Yeah.
Welcome.
Hi.
You were watching the tape piece, right? This is a hot topic.
Yes.
That's a good thing, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Why is it a good thing?
I guess because it creates dialogue and it invites conversation to learn about other people.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people are really confused about gender identity in these times, and it's good for us to have these conversations. People open their minds and relearn and unlearn what we've been taught.
Right. And Addison, many people think gender pronouns are exclusive to the LGBTQ plus community.
Oh, looks so pretty.
That's a
Just my
misconception.
middle finger and my
Everybody has
pointer finger.
pronouns.
Yeah.
Like you may use he and him as your pronouns, right? I use they and them as my pronouns. We all may have a certain gender pronoun too, but I think it's important for people to understand
You
that for
have
trans
A
and
and C,
non-binary
right?
people, we often change our
Acrylic?
pronouns
You,
to reflect
so you
who
getting
we
a
are,
good with
not
Joe?
who we are.
How do you explain the difference between
Đây
sex
mọi người
and
coi
gender?
nè.
I
Thấy cái
consider
trái tim
sex
không?
to be our biological makeup, our chromosomes, our hormones, our genitals is a biological makeup. But our gender is more of an internal
white
sex.
letters?
So think of it like this. Sex is what's between the legs, and gender is what's between the ears, right? It's not how we see ourselves on the inside.
Or it's
Okay.
like black.
And that's something somebody can't know. Gender is something somebody can't know just by looking at somebody.
Yeah, because everyone is going to present and express themselves in a different way. I know it's very confusing, right? Everyone's like, what is
Mình
going
nhớ
on?
mình phải bỏ
But
cái
it's
bột
really,
clear
you
ha.
know, about
Mình
us
bụng
breaking
bọc
that
mấy cái
assumption
design
that
mình
we
lại.
can tell someone's identity, someone's story, their pronouns, even their name, just based on how they look, right?
And so how does someone ask? How does somebody clarify that? Ethan, how would
Nhớ
you,
lát cái bột
what's
nó
the
mềm
best
chút
way?
xíu để một lát mình
What's
dỗ
the
nó.
most comfortable way?
Không có mệt. Bột nó xe là nó khô là nó cứng lắm nha mọi người.
Share their pronouns. I will say, hi, my name is Ethan. I use he or they pronouns. What about you?
I think it's really important for us to recognize other people's pronouns because, again, we can't make that assumption, but for so many people who are cisgender, meaning that you do identify with the gender that you were assigned at birth, you're not transgender, not non-binary, I think a lot of people don't even question their pronouns because we already use them. It's already assumed correctly. But for so many trans and non-binary people, that isn't often assumed correctly. So we need to take the time to get to know people.
Cisgender, it says adjective that describes a person whose gender identity matches or aligns with the gender he or she was assigned at birth. Now, this would be what has been traditional for centuries, right? Why does it need a term?
You know, if we don't use that term, then we end up saying maybe real men or normal men or regular men, right? Or we just say men, and then we say maybe transgender men,
That
right?
makes sense.
And the thing is that we need to
Just
realize
regular
that
letters, right?
trans
Yeah.
women are women, trans men are men too. And so we just want to have a term for that privilege, that assumption that your gender identity is going to matter.
transgender adjective describes a person whose gender identity does not match or align with the gender they were assigned at birth. And then non-binary describes a person whose gender identity does not fit into the traditional binary of man or woman. And that term can be abbreviated to, and how do you pronounce that?
Yeah.
Envy. Okay, and explain that.
For transgender people, we are assigned a sex at birth, and when we grow up, when there's a mismatch of how we view ourselves and how society views us, then we can choose to, either medically transition or just socially transition or both. Not every transgender person chooses to medically transition. For me, I chose to medically transition to feel comfortable in my own skin.
And this is different from, being non-binary and stuff too, because for many non-binary people, they might identify as trans because they don't identify with that gender assigned at birth. But for a lot of non-binary people, it means that you just don't exclusively identify as a man or woman. And under that is a full umbrella of gender identity. People might have pronouns that change.
Timmy got shocked when he saw the
Just-
TV.
They're so cute.
It's very confusing, very nuanced. But I think that what you were talking about earlier, with it being that maybe traditionally for centuries, people have identified with maybe the gender that they were assigned at birth. When we look at history, when we look at cultures too around the world, we see that third, fourth, fifth genders have always been around. And in different cultures, the idea of what gender is our relation to our bodies is completely different than maybe here in the United States.
I have a gender pronoun chart that I got really confused about.
Trái tim này mọi người nhớ cho nó nằm lúc mình bỏ nó lên mình đắp cái bột á, mình cho cái bột nó mỏng chút xíu ha, đừng có mỏng quá, đừng có dày quá để mình nhắc cái trái tim nó bị xuyên xuống thì cái bột clear nó bọt lên nó sẽ sáng cái trái tim hơn.
Right? I think at the end of the day, too, people will have different pronouns beyond he or she or even they, which, I use in a singular context for myself. But as you can see, there's an ongoing evolution of language and how people can identify. If you're unsure how
Vì
to
mình
use
đắp cái
someone's
bột mà
pronouns
nó
after
mỏng quá,
that
cái bột
person
clear nó sẽ
discloses
bọt không có
what the
đủ.
pronouns are,
Mà
just
mình
ask,
đắp mà nó dày
clarify.
quá
I just want to
thì
make
một
sure
đắp
that I'm using
bột
your
clear
pronouns
lên nó cũng
correct
bọt
way.
nữa đó thì cái trái tim bào xuống đẩy nó bị lòi cái tim ra.
Z, but then there is a Z right below.
There's different ways to spell and pronounce pronouns. It's complicated and nuanced, but it's important for us to understand that complexity.
My next guest has been criticized online for his views about gender identity. His reply may surprise you. That's next.
You don't get your own pronoun.
So you think it's a delusion if they decide that they're different than they were biologically created?
Yeah, I think it's delusion. It could be mental illness. Tomorrow.
That's right. Eyes and
He once got mad and took a machete to the bedroom wall.
Take it too far.
Girl got my face like she did that girl in the late out.
You tell me every other day you hope I get stage 4 cancer and die.
He said, I wish I was never born.
Y'all are saying things out of anger you don't mean.
We just feel like he's not trying.
You're not trying.
That's tomorrow. Then on Friday.
My son thinks that my daughter-in-law has slept with 170 plus people.
damn.
He believes that you
That bird sleep with you.
residents.
Yes.
All new Valentines. Monica Aldana from Cheer. Plus, hair-raising aerialist.
Your face looks amazing.
Like an everyday facelift.
She's 82 years old.
Today at 4 on CBS 6. Colbert's got a late show with Christine Baranski. Tonight on CBS. It's Can, so Can and Stan Stan. To get the best savings at the last
Yeah, but who's keeping them? All of them. But I put these keep around.
Writing it down.
For real, like, you're next.
Black, black powder, and then also black heart design too.
Oh, yes.
Bet $5 to win $280 if your team wins. That's 56 to 1 odds. DraftKings, an official sports betting partner of the NFL.
Yeah. Now's the time, Jerry. Now's the time.
A must in your medicine cabinet. Less sick days. Cold coming up? Zicam is the #1 cold shortening brand.
Highly recommended.
Zicams love Zicam's unique zinc formula. It shortens colds. Zicam Zinc That Cold.
My name is Matt Walsh, and I've written a book called Johnny the Walrus. This book is about identity and imagination. He identifies as a walrus, and his mom's a little silly. She takes it seriously and thinks he really is a walrus. So she went on her phone, and there were people telling her that this isn't pretend, he's really a walrus. And his mother takes him to the doctor to have him surgically transition, and gets him walrus hormone pills, and then eventually tries to drop him off at a zoo to live with other walrus. Not only topping the Amazon charts, my book has taken the world by storm.
Well, you just saw my next guest, author and conservative host of Daily Wire's The Matt Walsh Show,
Lúc mình làm á,
talking
mọi người
about
nhớ
his
mình để ý
recently
đọc
published
sách mình nó nói
children's
cái
book
màu
that
gì
has
á,
since been removed
để mình biết
online
mình
by a
mình
popular
mix nào vô.
large retail chain.
Bình thường nói
Now,
cái mình
Matt
quên mình
says
làm thì
gender
mình không nhớ gì
is
hết.
not a social construct, but rooted firmly in biology. True?
True, absolutely. Well, actually, just to clarify, and with all due respect, but most of what we just heard in the previous segment was total nonsense, which is why when you were pushing for definitions and that sort of thing, they were not able to provide it because it's just nonsensical. Sex, well, as human beings, we have a sex, male or female. That is a biological scientific fact. Now, gender is a
I'm a
linguistic
female.
term.
I know that.
Words have gender. People don't.
You're saying that
You hear what he said?
there should be no
You hear what he
construct
just said?
I didn't hear what he said.
just sex.
Good,
Be it
Jess.
male or
He said
female,
he's a female.
and someone
Well,
is
she.
feeling in a mental, emotional
That makes
way
sense.
That's my
that
wife.
they don't
That's your wife.
That's my wife.
identify with the sex that they have
I wish you had a wife.
biologically created as.
I wish you
and
had a
assigned
wife.
at birth
Oh my God, I
based
think
on
you
their
would.
genitalia. If they don't feel that way, then
Your words
there's
will
no
come true. Take care. Don't worry. Take care.
Right.
describes
That's
that
every,
experience.
that's every guy
Well, that's got
fantasy.
nothing
You
to do
got
with
two
reality.
wives.
So you can feel however you want. I mean, I can
You
say,
got
Nope,
two
but it's
now.
fine.
I feel like a
You got
tomato,
young
but
one, you got two
that's
now.
not actually in those Your self-perception.
Well, I don't
You
know
can have
for
whatever
one thing. You know what I'm
self-perception
saying?
but you can't expect me
There you
to
go,
take
fat
part
face.
in that
Best I
self-perception
could
or to
do.
take part in this kind of charade, this theatrical production. You
Not
don't
bad,
get your own
right?
pronouns, just like
That's
you
so
don't get
cool,
your own
right?
prepositions or your own adjectives. You know, it's like if I
Put it
were to
clear,
tell
right?
you,
You want it clear.
my adjectives are handsome and brilliant. And no matter whenever you're talking about me, you have to describe me as handsome and brilliant because that's how I identify. Makes no sense. You don't get your own pronouns. That's grammar. That's language.
So you think it's a delusion? Someone is
Yes, it is.
self-delusional.
Yeah, I think it's delusion. It could be mental illness. It could be it's a lot of different. With children,
Well,
you know,
no, nowadays,
there's
no.
also
You know what I mean?
just a basic confusion that all kids have.
Nowadays,
Like
they
that's
say
why when you
whatever
hear
they want.
when you hear someone, a parent say, "Oh, my 4-year-old son came to me and said that I'm a girl now, and so that's what I'm gonna raise him as a girl."
I'm a
Look,
girl
you're
now.
4-year-old. I have 4 kids. When a 4-year-old boy comes to you and says, "Oh, I'm a girl," here's a good follow-up question: what is a girl? Ask him what he means by that. What do you mean by girl? And when you ask him that, here's what he'll tell you. He will tell you what he really means is that he wants to do some of the things that girls do, like play with the
Giúp mọi
dollhouse.
người đắp cái mặt nạ mình để ý chút xíu nè, để cho nó đừng có nước nhiều quá, nước nhiều quá nó
That's a
dơ
question I
lắm.
would like to throw out to other members of the panel. Actually, because just like the 4-year-old can't answer what is a girl, well, this is one of the problems with this left-wing gender ideology is that no one who espouses it can even tell you what these words mean. It's like, what is a woman? Well, can you tell me what a woman is?
No, I can't. Because it's not for me to say. Womanhood looks different for everybody.
What do you define a woman as?
An adult human female.
And what does a female mean?
Well,
How
that's
do you define a female?
someone with female reproductive organs.
Yes.
Okay.
Hello
Someone who's,
Chelsea,
here's the
khỏe
thing,
không
when you're
chị?
female, it goes right down to your bones, your DNA. So that's why if someone dies, we can dig up their bones 100 years from now. We have no idea what they believed in their head, but we can tell what sex they were because it's ingrained in every fiber of their being.
Interesting. So I'm trying to understand. Your definition is that a woman is someone who is female. You said, right?
You don't want to cross that line with those
So
people,
what
man.
happens when we have
They
maybe
tear
someone
you
who
up.
is, identifies as a woman, right? Cisgender woman, right? As you just explained. maybe doesn't have the ability to reproduce. Maybe doesn't have
You know,
those
If he didn't have the
organs that you're
facial
talking
hair, I
about
would think that's a girl.
I have answered the
Yeah.
question.
Are you serious?
You stood up here and said trans women are
You
women.
mean
Tell
him?
me what you
No.
What is a woman?
Just as Eva explained, I cannot define because
Look at
Does the
Jesus, for real.
makeup on
Yo, he look like Jesus, man, with the hair, with the
the
beard.
hair, the makeup is like perfect.
Josh, you hear me?
I do not
You look like
identify
Jesus.
womanhood is something that is an umbrella
Yeah,
term.
man.
No,
It includes
Jesus is
people who
better looking.
identify as a woman.
What is that?
What's to each their own. Each woman, each man, each person is going to have a
Are you
different
serious,
relationship
Dr.
with
Phil?
their own
Yeah,
gender
these
identity,
shows
different
going on right
relationships
now.
with women are women too. And you want to reduce women, you want to reduce men down to maybe just their genetics, our genitals, our chromosomes, right? That's what you're
What you
saying.
want to do is what you want to do is appropriate women. You want to appropriate womanhood and turn it into basically a costume that can be worn. We've got when we. It's real funny. It's real funny. It's real funny when you're. Yeah.
Thank you, dear nha.
Well, because I am willing to define it, but you won't.
Hang on, we've heard how Matt feels about pronouns, but my next guest says those who oppose them are asking the wrong questions. What does she say are the right ones? We'll
Xong
have
rồi
her
bắt đầu mình gõ cái
conversation.
kia lên cho mọi người. Người đó em đã thấy cái lọc đạn không? Em đi chút vậy đó.
Marissa,
Cái
what
nó không có
number?
dơ á.
S165.
165.
Part of me wants to ask why you care so much.
Chứ không đâu mọi người đó, cái màu đen này nó dơ lắm nha.
For everything.
Surprise! No, we
You guys use Venmo, right?
I love to
We
do
don't
something
take it
different.
out. Well, we take not only for deposit.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you can.
You love when you sing alright. I got you, boo.
165.
Yeah.
Spectrum Internet with free internet modem and free desktop security to keep you safe online. Includes speed of 200 megabits.
That's fast.
Spectrum Internet for $49.99 a month. Call 833-815-4999. And don't get stuck with slow speed from other providers. Spectrum Internet gives you enough bandwidth for content on all your devices with no data.
Chắc em zoom lên chút xíu cho mọi người dễ thấy nha.
Yeah, I just want that and then
Ồ, em đắp hả? Em đắp 12, 14, em đắp tùm lum á chị ơi.
I probably could have done it on a week, but they're gonna
Yep. You want to keep them or you want to trim them?
just trim them slightly. I feel like if you just
Like just file.
file them,
it,
it would be
right.
fine, yeah.
Upstate New Yorkers under Social Security disability and SSI benefits. Every day I see people who are unable to work due to mental illness.
Thank you. You all set?
Yeah.
Thank you, Nicole.
Forms can be overwhelming and the
Enjoy.
judgments are strict. Even a simple mistake can result in a case being denied. I know what it takes to win a Social Security case. If you're thinking of applying or have recently been denied, call me for a completely free consultation. There's no fee unless we win your case.
Are you one of the millions of Americans who experience occasional bloating, gas, or abdominal discomfort? Taking Align can help. Align contains a quality probiotic to naturally help soothe digestive upset 24/7. Try Align, the pros in digestive health, and join the Align Healthy Gut Teamer and learn what millions of Align users already know. How great a healthy gut can feel. Sign up at AlignProbiotics.com. Also try Align Dual Biotic Gummies to help support digestive health.
We are back. We gotta look out for each other. This is what happens when we start taking over. Do this.
It's working.
Expect the unexpected.
cắt bột được thì cắt, hay là tùy khu á, cắt nó không muốn làm mấy cái này á thì mình không biết định phải làm ha, mình cứ vẽ nó đi. Tại vì cắt qua nó hết rồi á, cho nên em hay làm mấy cái lạ lạ cho nó, chứ mình làm cái gì nó cũng giống giống hoài nó cũng chán nữa.
And expertise in gender, sex, and feminism. Now, Kent State has been recognized among the nation's most LGBTQ plus friendly universities. Now, Doctor, thank you for being here.
Yeah, I'm glad to be here.
You've been listening to everything that we've been talking about. So, Dr. Dimbo, how do you feel those who oppose using pronouns are taking the wrong approach in this conversation?
I think there's the extreme approach that you are admittedly taking, and then there's also just ordinary people that might not be comfortable with the language change. It just is awkward, and so they're afraid of not being courteous or being accepting. So there's like these two things. There's actually combating and not being, you don't like transgender, the idea of transgender. That's different than pronouns. But then just for most people, it's just feeling a little bit awkward and unsure and not wanting to hurt or offend somebody.
Well, why is it important for educators to teach about gender identity, gender presentation, and pronouns? Why do you think that's important?
Because there is a difference. There is biological sex, and a lot of times people are conflating sex and gender. So there's biological sex, and then there's gender, and that's a social construct in the sense that just because you're born biologically a female, it doesn't mean you automatically want to vacuum, for instance, which is usually a feminine activity or conflated that way. And so this idea of giving children in age-appropriate ways and understanding that you can, these things aren't set in stone. Gender identity is not tied to biology.
You say that gender's not set in stone. What do you mean?
I mean that's just factually incorrect saying that. So you have biology is the chromosomal makeup and reproductive organs and all of that. And so that would be sort of the nature side of things. But the nurture side of things is where we see more of gender identities.
She began by saying that my view is extreme. Okay, so the view that every single person on Earth has held up until 15 seconds ago is extreme, and the view that almost everyone does right now still holds extreme, apparently, according to her. But there is this they are conflating gender and sex, because on one hand they say, well, you got your biological sex, but then your gender is whatever social construct.
This boy doesn't seem like
say that
that.
trans women are women.
When I don't look at it,
who identifies with
He's a real man though.
Hello Chilo, hello Jessie.
is a woman.
Em lớp 12, 14 tùm lum với nha chị đó.
Yeah, but I know what you mean. Like he's a man, so he's have to.
Well, I mean, he's a male. He's a male.
Yeah, he's a man. Male.
But he's the doctor. Those two are what they're, yeah. He's got two different doctors on the show, and then a couple.
3. Dr. Phil too.
Well, we don't count that.
These insane ideas about gender are being foisted on kids.
We have a doctor here too, right Jess?
Right.
4. Dr. TQ too. Dr. Nail.
Yeah, that's what I say.
I'm more interested in creating a productive space where we can try
Người
to
thấy
build some
không?
kind
Có
of
cái
an
trái tim nè,
acceptance
cái
for
lát mình chỉ phải vẽ vô vậy
and
thôi.
exposing children to gender, different ideas around gender identity, I don't think is a problematic thing with parents being involved.
My next guest are parents who say no way should children learn about gender pronouns at an early age.
For real, man.
Not under their watch. They say this is going to
For
happen.
real. What
It's a
happens,
parent's
man.
job,
We cannot learn
not
about that.
teachers. One pulled her kids out of school.
Man, that's
We'll
too
meet
crazy.
them after the break.
The entire gender pronoun situation makes me feel very upset.
I don't want a teacher talking to my child about gender pronouns. It is not appropriate, crossing a line.
I feel like I'm ambushed because now I'm explaining to my son. He asked me what does sexist mean. As a parent, I felt trapped.
I have to pull both of my kids out of this school district.
Closed captioning provided by
Này, đây là cái cách mà làm marble nè.
JC tried Game Planes for the first time the other day.
Ừ.
Forgot where she was.
Mình có thể đi cái clear trước, bỏ cục
Excuses happen.
What? It's too windy.
Pin chính giữa rồi mình quậy nó. Mình có cái mờ đồ.
Oh, Carol. How are you? Too early here. Half an hour, not a little.
My clock is off in my car. It says it's 3:40, or it says it's 2:45 right now in my car.
It's okay. Just hang out with me. I know you miss me.
I did. I missed you so much.
I know. Just hang out with me, okay?
Alright.
What color are you thinking?
I'll look at my Pinterest board.
Good.
He said he would not call a student who's transgender by their preferred pronoun.
Were you looking to do it like a lifting pin or just lash pin?
You want to get your things and I'll cut them off?
Okay, I don't want to do just lash pin.
What's your
So
knuckle finger?
usually
I need
you
to.
see a just like a brow pin, which is
Your
25.
finger.
And then what were you saying?
In my head.
Oh, the lifting pin. And that is 90, and that includes the tip as well. And that should last probably at least 5
Now,
weeks.
they used to be in
not
the same
longer.
school district until one mom pulled her children out. So
No
while
problem.
they
If you're
didn't know
looking at
each
book, you can feel
other,
free to just like
they
go on the
unified
website.
the same book.
Header to click on. There should be availability, okay? Alright. You're welcome, Kylie.
The entire gender pronoun
Hello.
situation
Hi,
makes me feel very upset.
Wait, what? You know her?
Yeah, I heard your voice, but I saw that I got close calls.
Wait, what?
Yeah. My girl Kara.
No.
Yeah.
I feel like everyone knows everybody here. She's doing my work for me.
That's okay. Sometimes she does my work.
When I heard about this, it was
See, don't see anybody here, please.
Why are they flying all over the place?
So you gotta know how to control your anger. You know what I'm saying?
No, it's no fun when you control
You
it.
have a lot of anger. That's why the nail flies like that. Okay? I got to field train you for a little bit here.
I have control over too. Good enough.
I'm so tired. His hug will make me more tired.
You can tell you have a lot of anger about by cutting your nails.
Oh, you can tell?
Yes, I can tell.
Em mọi người thấy không? Bây giờ mình đi hai cái tông màu đậm với là cùng một cái màu hồng là cái hồng đậm.
What's saying?
Yes. I don't want to see that.
It's been a while since somebody got me that now.
I don't want a teacher talking to my child about gender pronouns.
Thank you. They keep making me sometimes.
You see that? She blaming on me. I didn't do nothing yet. I didn't even touch her nail yet.
Right, see? Exactly. Here I am doing my own. I mean, what the hell?
She can't have an hour.
Get him.
Half an hour early? She must have missed me.
My car says.
Attending school board meetings for
15 minutes faster, so I don't know how that happened.
Must be that snowstorm.
I think it's probably when they replaced my battery.
To protect my children and
Oh, messed it up.
Ở dưới là 106, ở trên là màu 80 nha cả nhà. Nếu mà ai có thích cái màu fingerprint này á thì mình biết cái số nha. Số 106 với số 80 á.
Merle, that doesn't ever happen.
Yeah. Either no show or late. What happened to you too?
Sounds about right.
Yeah.
I've never not
You've
shown.
never done shows for me, no?
I have been late, but she gets it. She's been late too.
I definitely have.
Like, I'm on my way, I'm sorry.
Me never
Mọi
late.
người
I'm
mọi người
always
không
on
biết, mọi người
time.
tưởng nó là hello chị Minh Thư. Mình tưởng là nó là màu quai á, nhưng mà không phải màu trắng ha, nó là màu phin á.
She's the only young person I know that takes 3 days to text you back.
Yes, me too.
I'm the same way though.
Still being constant.
Oh my God, it's so bad.
Hello Huy.
Her too. I know
forget.
that for fact.
It's okay, the one day it mattered, she texted back.
I did.
These are yours alone.
I have that, that 6 then.
Hey, Helen.
I better answer this.
Yep.
Right.
You know, the new inventories, you know.
I work next door at Korean, so and I do like
Well, of course, Brady's not there.
lashes, lash lifts, pretty much all things brows.
Yeah,
a lot of
Brady is the bomb, man.
Oh wow.
What's up?
She's good.
I would hope so. You come to me.
Yes, lucky you, 10 a.m. See you then, this Saturday. All right, Helen. Bye.
For example,
Bye.
if a uniform requires
I
girls
always
to wear
save a
skirts
10 for someone
and
that
pants are not allowed,
always
some
save a
students
10.
and parents may object, leading to conflict with the school's administration.
Over who?
Overheating.
You?
Yes.
And some may resent wear traditionally feminine
That's a
garments.
woman thing, you know?
Also,
There's a hot flash.
Yeah.
Not time.
Oh, overheating.
Experimenting with different forms of gender presentation, school uniforms can present a real challenge. Now, what was the
What are
assignment?
you doing today,
The
Marissa?
assignment was whether school uniforms, pro or con, should schools have uniforms? And I believe they had that assignment just so they could squeeze this in.
A color,
This was
some
an
dots,
agenda.
you said,
And
polka dots or something?
for children. When I drop my child off at school, I don't expect him to be
They match my tattoo.
indoctrinated. Why are we doing this? Shouldn't the schools be focused on science and education?
You know,
and
I think he's right, man. I agree with him.
and instead they're being taught
Focus on science, man.
and they're
Not
confused.
gender.
We're gonna take a break. What these parents feel
All your science
about
now that you
gender
learned in
in the
school.
locker room
No.
and
Exactly.
I failed in science. Failed it.
Thế là Linh Thảo.
After they cut the
Hello
crowd open, I
cưng.
failed it.
Khỏe không cưng? Đi về có tập gì không? Về nhớ tập nha không thôi mà lại quên bài á. Cái bộ này là một lát chị sẽ vẽ cái bông hồng á. Muốn coi lại thì chị coi nha cưng. Đúng mà quên.
Yeah, we just heard that an hour ago. I was shocked too. She actually counted it, you know? She actually saved how many people, you know what I'm saying?
Its superior formula breaks down and removes up to 99% of tough grease and food residue faster. So you scrub less. Tackle grease wherever it shows up. Scrub less, save more with Dawn.
If you have Medicare and Medicaid, a United Healthcare Dual Complete Plan can give you extra benefits at no cost to you. Like up to $150 for covered over-the-counter items and groceries every month. With United Healthcare Dual Complete, there's more for you.
Should I cut them short? Yeah. You should. Did you do it or they just said cut them short?
Just can you put the other hand on the camera, sir? I want to see both.
You want to put a clip on it?
Đó, thấy không? Đây là mình đắp xong cái tay nè. Ừ. Touch what? Touch the thumb? No, the thumb is good. Let me see. Not really. Not really good. Yeah, you look good now.
Randy goes back to school.
Làm cái design Nói đứa khác hết với nhau á. Ở này nói cái giọng nghe ghê quá. Mọi người lắng nghe giùm em nha. Đã thấy cái bộ này nó Valentine nó mới like nè.
So I told her to text me when she's back in town. She's not gonna come in before.
I don't think she'll be. No, she's not due to get them done. She just got them done when she went to Colorado, so.
That's right.
She got them a little shorter. She told me that you were talking junk.
Bây giờ anh chị mọi người có kiểu sếp
So when your mom's not here, you can get them as long as you want. I only used to yell at her about getting them long.
You know what? You should let her do her own thing, man. She's in college.
Okay, you weren't at the field when her nail flipped off inside her glove and she cried about it.
College, and
Now
she's
she's
trying to
becoming
control her. No, honey.
You have no idea.
I don't, but then don't.
I don't. It was only during softball I didn't learn to get them long.
Okay. Is that your reason?
Thì bây giờ cái tay này mình dụ cái sếp ha. Cô thích em muốn hai cái ngón này nhọn á.
Like, you know how your nail goes out underneath the chest? It gets a lot of
Yeah, she saved a lot of pizza for me when she came. I know, right?
He's so full of shit. He talks so much shit. It is like his thing to do. Just talk trash.
No, I don't. I mean,
You do. I didn't have
it
pizza.
better be pizza and something else. I like it.
It was not pizza. What are you talking about?
Okay.
Đó, rồi đấy, mình dụ nó về là cái tay nó sẽ ôm hơn ha. Cái sếp nó gọn gàng hơn nữa. Tại mấy cái này là ở trong lớp học đều có dạy hết, có chỉ cho mọi người hết á. Cái lớp kế tiếp là cái lớp San Jose với lại cái lớp ở bên Houston. San Jose thì em còn nhận có 2 chỗ nữa thôi, tại lớp nhỏ lắm, giống như private vậy đó. Nên anh chị nào mà muốn học ít người dễ học á, cái lớp rất là perfect luôn á.
Correct. This is a war on gender. It's like how I mentioned before, but the pumpkin that in that picture it said no gender or gender's over. Gender's over. Well, I believe in gender and to deny that there's a difference, to say gender's over is radical stuff.
Black and gold?
No,
That's dangerous.
I did the black
Oh,
and black before. She did a good job doing
Then
that.
it leads to
I did black matte and then the cheetah print.
Hello anh Thanh, anh Thanh về để xem
That actually came out really good.
And that's just not safe. That is a dangerous situation to keep them
I do like that where I like kind of like the black tip.
No, do the cheetah. The cheetah on
My
you.
fellow Matt over here. Cat is a famous case.
I got a lot of people like that when I did that.
There was a gender non-conforming boy in a dress who went into a girl's restroom
Like this
and
to the
khi mình dụ cái tay nhiều quá, mình sẽ không dụ máy nhiều.
the school district decided, oh, you know what, now we're going to open
Mọi người thấy không?
and invite the boys in with the girls. And here's what happened. Because we hear a lot about, well, gender non-conforming people, transgender people, it makes them feel bad.
That's a nice combination too.
Bathrooms they want.
I like that.
It's up to you.
Whatever.
What about the feelings of the girls?
Good phone.
There are many girls and women who are speaking out and saying,
Do I have to try to
Mình
find
dụ
the
cái
color?
tay chắc cái sếp mình cũng hỏng hơn nữa.
You have time. Just try one. Try to find it from us. I'm still with a client there. I'm still with your friend there.
God.
Minimize your concern around it, but I don't know that it's a safety issue. And you usually still have another bathroom.
Security issue. My daughter would not feel safe or secure if she had to share a bathroom or gender-neutral locker room with boys.
Right, normally on birth certificates, you have two choices, male and female. Well, not anymore. I'll explain when we come back.
With the club, with the protein,
I know, that's all they say.
rip up everything.
Yeah, you can do that nowadays. You can do that nowadays. You got money, just do it.
So like you just don't pick?
No.
What their gender is at birth?
Yeah, one of my friends is doing
Didn't pick it?
So didn't pick it until they grow up, they want to be something, then you write in the certificate.
Oh. And then, so when they like turn 18 or something, then they can choose whatever it is?
They can go to Thailand and do it.
Yeah, there's also licenses and stuff like that. Like, it doesn't have to be on this. No, like a lot of people, like you can change it. Like, yeah.
Yeah, we can go to China and then fix it, you know, fix things up real quick.
I just have a bunch of clients
Dỗ nó có siêu sò này không ạ? Cái xôi dỗ em thích nhất cái dỗ này á.
You know? It's like a pastel though. I like pastel though. Bye dear. So long. See you next time.
Nó là coi nè, cái tay nè. Này là mình dỗ nó xong rồi nè. Cái shape không? Thẳng thấm không? Nè. Mình đổ sốt xong được vậy rồi mình chỉ có chạy silicone thôi à.
What's the pointy one?
Whatever that is. I'll read it for you. Oh, you can't find anything there? Hey, go for black, please.
I didn't try to pick up black, and you know what black is.
No, I know. So if you can't pick that color, go with black. Yeah, the bottom could be any light nude or light brown. Hey, you don't have to match it. Any light nude or brown.
Anh mấy bạn mà hay vẽ tới vẽ luôn á anh đưa cái này nè, đưa cái này nè, mấy bạn hay vẽ tới vẽ lui á, giống như bà đã thấy vẽ nãy giờ chắc cô này muốn lội tay lội chân luôn á. Đừng có đưa cái cuốn á, đưa cái cái đó nó cho nó coi, nó vẽ rụng hết trơn mấy móng à.
Any light nude, recommend.
We've been talking about the advantages of mini dental implants. A lot more comfort, less healing time. It is certainly less invasive. And there's the issue of cost.
Dental implants can be very expensive. People come in with estimates of $30,000 to $40,000 to get their mouth restored with dental implants. And we're able to do that for a fraction of the cost with many dental implants.
So really there are a lot of advantages to many implants.
And you can smile comfortably with your friends.
We are in season 12.
That's cute, but that's no, the other one better, I think.
Rồi nó canh sau một cái tim hai bên nó chạy theo nó đều nhau á, sau đó nhìn nó mới đẹp nha.
The other one's super, I like that one too, but it's matte. It wouldn't have to be matte though, would it?
No.
You want to white it all. Like this one's all matte. I don't want it all matte.
No, you don't have to. It could be all shiny. Or could be the cheetah just matte, or you know what I mean? As you have to pick. Could be all shiny, could be all matte, or could be some of it shiny. Good.
did not assign a sex at birth, which means when they were born,
They
they have those, we know what they are. We just
Three little
chose to
dots.
acknowledge
từ
One, two, three,
kéo
four,
cái ra
Yeah.
black
mình cho
Yeah,
nó
yeah,
tròn
black
tròn hơn nó sạch hơn nhé.
Will decide gender when older. Even Sparrow's birth certificate says sex unknown.
The
Big
term,
or
the meaning
little
used
fish?
for this
Or
is
bigger?
not a baby, but a
Could you
baby.
do like a big,
So,
a medium, and a small?
Arlo, how old is the baby now?
Sparrow's actually going to be 4 in February.
Has Sparrow decided? Has
Oh, a gender?
Yeah.
Oh, that's a great question. Sparrow is at a point of learning and exploration with a lot of things, including gender. Language with children at 4 is very, sort of figuring it out. And so currently, Sparrow uses he for everyone. It doesn't matter what their pronouns are. You mentioned it. They just call everyone he. They don't conjugate it correctly. They don't use him or his or anything. Just he for everything. So we joke that he is Sparrow's preferred pronoun because it's what they use for everyone. As far as for themselves, though, they're not coming consistently saying, I would like, I want to be a boy or a girl, or I feel like I'm non-binary. We don't have heavy, in-depth, overt communications. It's not like every morning I wake them up and say, all right, what's your gender today? Hoping they'll finally give me an answer. They come up like that.
Good.
Okay.
Let's go.
You
I'm
decided
all about
this
that
was
stuff.
important to leave unspecified, undetermined. Why?
I can't wait though. I mean, summer's be here soon.
Now, we say we shouldn't interact with one another differently because of our gender. Like everyone deserves the
Hello
same
anh
respect
Vũ,
and
phải
treatment.
không con?
But it is scientifically proven that children are interacted with
Stay in the car.
That's parking lot over there.
She got boy or girl.
Yeah.
Children are
I fell yesterday.
boy, children are given
I know you're telling me.
mechanical toys.
No, that was at my house.
These kind of
I
examples.
played patio in there. I was like,
No, it was important, but I was very
someone fell.
I used the pressure, intervention, and programming.
Oh, I didn't tell her. No, I know, but I just told her that so she had not felt it. Yeah, it's pretty bad.
They say, what did you have? What do you
That's
have?
like a liability.
When people ask if the child is a boy or a girl, oftentimes what they're trying to do is connect you. And they're trying to connect the child. So what I do is I give them some other bit of information about my child. Is your child a boy or a girl? They're 3.5. Is your child a boy or a girl? Well, actually,
No,
they
one was at my house.
just started preschool. And it's something intimate and fun and special. So they learn something about this child. I think that's
Yeah, it is, because I hadn't gone to the house yet.
So, you think it would be toxic to label the child one way or the other?
Potentially, yes.
All right, America may be
I texted him and asked him if he
divided
cared, because I
over debate,
checked
but
the app
it's
and
important
nobody
to
was
keep the
checking it.
dialogue open. And
He didn't
that's what I started out this whole
Oh, you can check it out.
episode with.
The Airbnb app, I just click on the house and check the email going.
Oh, that's. Talk about this, we'll talk about some final thoughts when we come back.
He doesn't answer, he's not responsive at all. I told Serenity that, she said she could check in with you when she gets home.
Yeah.
Or if someone else gets here, so.
Yeah, let me know. I always have work. For some years.
Just to replace it, walking around,
or just, work the project,
I can't find colors of it. I don't know. I'm not good at this.
Just do black and then I'll just pick out. You want that one instead?
I think I want the opposite nails to be black though. These, I like this much for the cheetah one.
Which one?
I like this, but I don't want these. I want that to be black.
Yeah, but the cheetah print, when you do black, it has to be black. You get what I mean?
Well, there's black on that one.
I know, but you don't have to get this.
So what do you want me to do? To do two-tone instead of a three-tone one?
You could do one. Where's the black one?
This one's black.
Okay, pick that one.
But that still has three colors.
Okay, then do the 3 colors. Because that black go with the darker, the other color better. I'm done here. I'm talking. I say I'm done here. We're gonna talk about it. Okay?
We're not talking about it?
Yeah, we're gonna discuss about it. Easy, Jeff. Easy. Easy. Did you get
Sorry, I need a drink
booster?
now. Yeah.
No, you did not get the booster. Did you? I know you didn't. You never get the first shot. Okay? So don't lie to me. No first shot, there's no booster. Right? Oh, this one looks good. Yeah. Wow, that's not that color. That's like a purple. It doesn't have to match. No, it doesn't have to match whatever you show me on the phone.
Rồi nó không phải các cái chút xíu không mà bây giờ có cái phương này.
That's a light 139. That's light gray. Okay? That's 39 it is.
Don't you do that to me.
Alright, Marissa, 45 minutes. Are you booking or? Didn't get my booster yet. So I'm what day is it?
Well, what do you have in like 2 weeks?
2 weeks is the 2nd. I'm here. 12, 1, 2, and 5.
Do you want to go get your water? Go get.
One? Okay.
Hỏi khách như vậy không sao mà không bệnh được.
February 2. 1 o'clock. All right, Marissa.
Chút xíu nó co lại cơ. Chị không có xóa cái like này đâu. Chút xíu em co lại hả? Coi từ đầu luôn á, coi mấy cái chị cắt bột nữa đấy. Với lại một chút xíu cái tay này kia thì vẽ cái bông hồng nè, bông hồng loan bữa mình học cái trong đó. Rồi bây giờ mình cũng ai mà quên á thì coi lại nè.
All right, T. You want to move over here so I can yell at you some more?
Mùa này ai cũng bệnh hết trơn á.
Yo, he does look like Jesus. For real, man.
Have your child discussing pronouns or figuring out their pronouns yet, and yet in school, our kids are being asked what their pronoun is. I'm confused about how that works, and then there's always this fluidity.
My throat was dry.
What pronoun you are each day, so it's constantly changing.
Oh my God.
How confusing.
No shot, no booster.
I think what it is,
Don't worry, it's not COVID.
the hurt and the stress that I sense from you all. Also wouldn't want my child to learn things from
No, that's Sandy out of hand, honey.
topics I was uncomfortable with, or I didn't know I'd want to talk about them.
Wrap your fingers,
Your
okay?
children are going to need
No.
to know
I have to wrap it.
to navigate
You got your water?
You got my drink, yeah.
Little baby.
I don't know why. They're so sensitive. That's great.
Up or down? Up or down? Thank you. You just heard it just now without me.
Rồi nè, nếu tắt cái bột ra khỏi cái
No client give it to me, want me to be alcoholic lately. Trying to convert me to be alcoholic
You're
Asian.
probably drinking that in your coffee in the morning.
Right.
That's why he's so
That
feisty.
explains
That's
it.
why he's so feisty already.
Right.
No, I'm only doing a weekend, so I'm weekend holic. Weekend holic only. Alright? Does that make sense? Weekend holic? Alcoholic on the weekend, you know?
Oh, yeah. I don't believe it.
Yes. What do you want?
Thank you for being here. I'm sure we'll hear from
Saturday
you,
night?
and I want to hear
The
your
show's on Sunday, right?
Yeah, Saturday night, Sunday, no. I gotta work. Only Saturday night.
You work on Sunday?
No. Sunday I don't Friday because I have to work Monday.
Right.
You need time to recover.
Yes, yes. 4 a.m. in the morning. Here we go again, speaking Chinese. Probably doing so, speaking Chinese again.
Bring in the new year in a brand new car right here at Destination Kia during the All Super 22 sales event. Come on down now and try it out in a new 2022 Kia.
Serenity left?
Did she what?
Did she left? She go back? Yeah, she
No,
go back.
Monday or Tuesday. Monday or Tuesday she was back. She's still home right now.
Who's taking her? You?
No, her grandfather. Yeah, I can't drive out there as often as you want.
Bây giờ vẽ nè. Bây giờ em sẽ vẽ cái bông hồng nha mọi người.
She's gonna take her cosmetology boards on the 7th.
I'm hiring, so you know.
The written one she's gonna do on the 7th, and then she's gotta do her practical on the 17th.
Okay, you know, so I'm hiring, all right?
Works for you?
Look, people work for me, that's what they do. Look at that, how relaxed that is.
Well, shit, all day long.
People work for me, that's how they do it.
This lady must be nice, because I choke you right now.
Joke. Is that nice to love?
Work for me, Vera. Yeah.
Okay.
I'm pushing him so they get better, you know. Not talk shit like him. It's funny, you said right.
That Valentine girl, I'm not here. You know what I do on Valentine, right?
Oh my God, that's so ridiculous.
Can you do it the day before or after?
He sleeps.
Hangover?
Saturday I can do it 12 o'clock.
Gotta be shopping on Valentine's
Okay,
Day.
so just something, I have an hour.
Give the girl some good stuff.
If you want more design, then
I hope so,
11
honey.
at 2.
Doesn't matter, make them buy you nice
Or
things.
at 6.
The hell.
Okay, let's do that. You want some sort of design, right? Okay, you the 11 at 2. All right, girl, bye.
Oh my God, I would kill my boyfriend if I think he is. If my nails were that pointy, I'd kill him. For sure. I'd end up impaling him.
Only one nail was nothing, right?
I normally do all of them. This time around, I'm just doing the pinky.
No, was he?
He would die. Yeah, I told you, just talk shit all day long.
Thank you so much. Today,
I have poetry now. He's still alive.
How? I don't know how.
I'll say how.
How are you still alive?
Me?
Yeah.
Because I don't get in arguments, you know what I'm saying?
Right, I could see him
I just lock myself down into the doghouse, you know what I'm saying?
Right, that's why we're working to build him a castle, and that's gonna be his new home. We're gonna lock him in the castle.
Yeah.
No, not castle, doghouse.
Well, don't you want it a little bit bigger?
No, I put myself in the
We're a
doghouse.
little bit bigger. We didn't call it dog house, we call it castle, right?
No, I don't want to deal
Is
with
there a
that.
fridge in the doghouse? Is that where all the rest of your hanging
I'm gonna take this away.
The doghouse has a refrigerator.
Everything.
Bây giờ mình vậy đó. Sợ cô này khách thì muốn giống chút xíu cái hộp á.
That's what I call.
hilarious. Lady, give that dog a treat. And I know what you're thinking. What's next, dogs that make phone calls, Ellen? Well, you know what? And I know you were thinking that. How many of you were thinking that? Flyers.
Liars.
Yeah, that's a good guess. We're thinking that. Look at this. Researchers are developing technology that allows dogs to call their owners. This is true. They've developed a new toy. Whenever the dog moves the toy in a certain way, it FaceTimes the owner.
Oh yeah, because that's
It's been lab tested, and by that I mean
It's not like you can have a conversation like you can't call me today between 3 and 4 because I have a meeting.
He's figured out how to work the device. He called his owner an average of 5 times a day. 5 times a day. That's too many.
You know they say vitamin C helps. What a foolish shit. Vitamin C, honey.
Vitamin C helps. I don't have COVID yet. I just took a test the other day.
Coffee, like, you know?
Just before I'm a smoker.
Ooh, no, that's something new.
You didn't know that?
2022, she started smoking like me. I'm alcoholic 2022. You know what I mean?
It's like a weekend holic.
Yeah, weekend holic.
I smoke
Saturday alcoholic. Ooh, Saturday holic. Saturday alcoholic.
Ok. Rồi mình gắn ha. Gắn mình cái chai super base nha. Nè, cái chai super base nè. Cái chai này anh chị nào mà mới học trong cái lớp rồi cũng có cái trong bí quyết á.
My standard poodle Wally would sound like, because she's a female and she would be like that all the time, and when she runs she's like, oh, I'm in a hurry, and she okay, I'm coming, that's what she does. Anyway, I would love to get a FaceTime from my dogs because I could show them around the studio. They've never been here because they've never seen me at work and they don't know how famous I am, that they're taking over the show when I leave. They know none of that. If I got a call from my dogs right now, they would probably say, stop your yapping and bring out Twitch, Ellen.
It really isn't though.
No shot, no number 1, no number 2, no number 3.
We're not placing an order for 2.
Cái chai này nó bằng cao, mình chấm cái đó thôi chứ mình đừng có chấm hết, nó bị khô cũng vậy rồi.
Just let her drink it, Katie, please.
She can. I have a dry throat.
Đây nè, vừa thấy không?
Jessica? No, she made me uncomfortable when I call her many times now when we turn my call. That's uncomfortable, honey. Alright?
We've had a lot of the cast on the show over the years, and I put together some of our favorite moments. Twitch, do you want to see it?
I would love to see it.
Do y'all want to see it?
No.
We'll show it. Go on, Dimitri.
Oh my god, what is happening?
Look at that lady. Overheat. That's what I can call overheat.
I don't think this looks good for you.
Okay, in pink.
That's okay.
What? It said the donkey bucked my mom. And she had the thing in her mouth, and she had to say it with the
That
thing
game
in her
is
mouth.
so funny. Like, we never even ended up playing the game because we just laughed so hard having those things in our mouth. That thing. It's crazy.
Oh, the teeth, right?
Yeah.
The little thing for the teeth, right?
Like for the dentist, they open
Right.
your mouth up.
Right.
That's not a code.
Nó hơi bự nè, nên là mình vào lấy cái cây đũa mình chạy nó chút xíu để cho nó xuống cái
Anyway, that's exactly what's happening. Look at this headline. Scientists taught goldfish to drive. Yeah. I don't make up. Researchers at Ben Gurion University in Israel put a little aquarium on wheels and taught a fish how to drive it. Watch this. Isn't it amazing?
See, which one? Black, right? And then the cheetah print would be
Yes.
Ok, bây giờ em vẽ cho mọi người coi vẽ cái bông hồng nha.
And then black and
Bông lan nè.
Maybe this one? Like, so it's more, a little bit more tan, not as
okay,
gray.
and then
Black?
black, just the black.
That's what you're telling me.
Okay.
I want it to look good though. I don't want it to look clear.
Yes, I know it will look good with the black only, the outline only.
Don't make me cheat on you and have to go to Katie because hers always come out good.
Please, please.
Oh wow, I'm surprised you didn't have a sarcastic comment there.
Yeah, he's got to go home with her.
Oh, I put myself in the doghouse tonight again. You know what I'm saying?
No, because I
You gotta empty the fridge that's in the doghouse and you won't go there so willingly. That's my guess.
He was driving very fast. I agree with you.
Yeah, see, that's just the outline only. That's very nice.
Here's someone else who's in trouble.
138.
This is the best part. Okay.
this part.
Plug in a phone charger halfway, then touch a penny to the prompt.
Yeah.
Thankfully, she didn't try it. Amazon said it was an error, and they've since apologized. And since it was Amazon Prime, they apologized the very next day.
Yeah, that's what it is. Because I know I didn't get my packages until a week later. And it said Amazon Prime.
Do you have
Cái lông cọ nó mềm vậy á. Cứ rớt cái thớt này cái bí xong.
I barely speak English, so I don't think she understands me.
Cái lông nó mềm ở trong mình vẽ hả?
Oh, can you?
Yeah.
Asian?
Yeah, it's like a phone. You can change the phone too, right?
All right, all right. You've been
Do
Siri.
the lesson too.
You've been Siri.
Or what about saying
You
toy
can
boat
train
5
Siri.
times fast?
Right.
Yeah,
But Alexa's like,
that's a great challenge.
Or how about making toast
Alexa is from Amazon.
you can change the language.
Because so
You
many
know,
people
how about
are
we
allergic
speak
to
in
gluten.
Chinese with her?
That's not why.
What about seeing how fast you can run a mile?
That's a good
Muốn
one.
đi nhỏ thì mình vẽ ít lại đó ha.
Those are dangerous challenges. Do you have any other challenges that are safe?
Laundering money from your place of employment?
No.
Testifying against your local mob boss?
No, these are bad challenges. I think Amazon needs to fix some more bugs in your system, Alexa.
Oh, what about punching Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson in the throat?
No, okay, all right. That's good. We'll be back.
Ngoài đó không? Cái này có bông hồng không?
It was devastating for everyone.
Ở đây cũng vậy ha.
A parent, I was just
Ừ,
heartbroken.
anh định để xấu này để mọi người vẽ thấy ha.
One of the things you've designed is a nativity scene that you made when you were in prison. I call it camp. So if you're looking for a ceramics class to go to,
Plus, this skier had a terrible crash in 2016. I'm in the 1% of people without a skull fracture and no brain damage. Now he's going for gold.
well, we will be rooting you on in the Olympics.
Cái này là treo lon nha. Mình cứ vẽ cái treo lon mình theo cái dòng một nữa mình cắt. Mọi người không cắt được thì mọi người có thể vẽ tay. Em thì em thích cắt hơn. Nó đỡ vẽ nó đỡ dày hơn.
Your skin isn't just skin. It's a beautiful reflection of everything you've been through. Dove Body Wash with 5 skin conditioning ingredients boosts skin ceramides renewal for hydrated, visibly moisturized skin. Renew the love with Dove Body Wash.
I should probably look at I book my appointment while you're looking at that.
Sure. Okay. What's up?
That's enough.
That's enough?
For every adventure, there's Nature Valley.
Ngoài đó không?
Let me check mine. It's gonna have to be a 5:30 appointment.
Okay. And
Has a plug in it? How does that work exactly, you wonder?
So let's do 3 weeks out.
okay. And
Evolve your journey in the first ever Santa Fe
Wednesday, the 16th at 5:30.
Mình thấy bông hồng chưa?
Or the 15th, Tuesday.
either one.
Let's do Tuesday.
Oh no, Tuesday.
No.
Tuesday, it's not good. 16 is good.
16?
What time?
5:30?
Are you sure?
Yeah.
You sure?
Is intracellular therapy. Feeling sluggish or weighted down? It could be a sign that your digestive system isn't working. Taking Metamucil every day can help. Metamucil psyllium fiber
16, 5:30, okay?
Got it.
It also helps
Bây giờ
lower
á,
cholesterol.
em sẽ để lại cái chút xíu.
Come into rescue when I run off to do some fire with my daughter.
What time?
I have to pick her up at 5 and she's a half hour away.
Oh, you're almost done.
Yeah, I figured that. So,
All right, we're all in for a surprise because all I was told about our
You
next
just
guest
get it
is that it's a
sometime.
performance unlike anything we've ever seen. Please welcome Aaron Blair.
Aaron Blair. Yeah, she's blaring.
GQ,
Yes.
you have the 28th
Yes, I do.
in the morning at like 10.
28. 11, my next one. 29, I have a 10.
There's no 29th in February.
Yes, it is. Oh, that's January. You looking for February?
Yeah, we already have one on the 9th.
Okay, so 28.
9 and then 1, 2,
Oh, this
3.
year only 28?
So it'd be like, yeah, so it'd be like March.
Hold
2nd.
on. 28, I do. Yeah, I do have an 8. A 10.
On the 28th.
I was looking at the wrong month. So 28, that's a Monday.
Yeah.
At 10?
Yeah.
Okay. You do have one in...
I have one on the 9th. So
Okay,
that's right.
so that's good. Yep, so that's good.
Alright, let's do it. What the gosh you do with that? Oh, my hair.
She must do one of the commercials for the hair company. Vitamin C helps. Just saying, I just put it out there. Vitamin C helps.
You already put it out there. Just buy her a bag of oranges. Hurry up, run over to the
Okay.
price chopper.
Okay.
I drink this to avoid getting sick.
What?
I do. I drink cranberry once a week just to avoid it.
So she said, screw your vitamin C. Cranberry juice, damn it. Orange juice is
Không, nghĩa là
overrated.
không có lý do tại sao ở trong lớp á, em nói mọi người phải hô cái tay khách lại chắc á. Mình giả mà nó cứ vậy không sao mình giả.
Yeah.
No, honey. The booster kills everything. The booster.
Brandy felt like crap the day after
You
she
can
got
get
it.
it. You can get it every night. That's the booster. Right?
Ow. That looks like it hurts.
I had to restart.
What, her hair? She working for some kind of hair company. I forgot. No, it's not.
Put
But
mine in a ponytail gets me
So
headache. I couldn't
incredible
even
how they do that.
it's probably a wig for the.
If it was a wig, that shit would have definitely been on. She gorilla glued it on.
Remember that girl?
Yeah, that's what she did to hold that on there.
And she trying to sue the freaking hairspray company or something.
Remember a long time ago McDonald's got sued for having somebody got burnt on their hot coffee? Like they didn't expect the goddamn coffee to get hot.
But did it work?
Yeah.
Yeah, so maybe the coffee cup didn't label, oh, it's hot.
You asked for hot coffee.
Yes, but the cup has the label too. You know?
It's nice to meet you. Where are you from? I'm from Malone, New York, and I live in New York City.
Oh, Malone, New York.
That's what I'm saying.
No, I don't know where that
Not far
is.
from here.
That's not far. It's like a couple, like an hour.
It's out past Lake Georgia, I think,
Okay,
right?
so I don't know what that is.
Obviously, the first time you're
I'm
coming to visit
sorry.
is painful. Yes, definitely the first time. As you can imagine, if you've ever had like a hair
Oh,
elastic
you
or
got a
something
burn
get
there.
caught in your hair, it's pretty painful.
Oh my
Like that
God,
all
you
over
scared
your
the
head.
shit out of me.
With practice,
can't
you can get used to the pain.
She got a paper cut and she scared the shit out of me.
I am a baby.
Oh my God, it just,
But
Paper cuts hurt worse than I'd rather that be a big cut. Paper cuts are gas.
Mấy cái bông không? Mình xài mấy cái
And you
môi
pull,
thôi.
you pull your head, it's like, oh my shit.
He just cut my finger off, you know?
She's 82 years old. No, I mean, that's really amazing. So how did you get started? You saw someone do this, or what made you want to do this?
I had a friend that knew the technique, and we were spending a lot of time together training in the pandemic. And he was like, "Hey, would you want to try it?" And I was like, "Okay, let's give it a go." And then
in the pandemic, that recently?
Yeah. So it's been coming up on 2 years doing hair hanging in March.
Yeah. And it's called hair hanging.
Hair hanging.
That's a creative name right there.
You have to have long hair to do this. Obviously, you can't have short hair because your hair is wrapped around this.
It's wrapped around, so it has to be like a certain length so that you can, do the technique.
Yeah, because I can't do this. Okay. I was thinking I would do it because it seems easy. That's amazing. I had no idea what I was going to say, and that was incredible. Thank you so much.
Đây em mới vẽ nè, chút xíu coi lại cái design này nè chị, cái design này cũng Valentine nè. Cái hũ bột em đang rắc cũng là hũ bột của Drizzle nha. Cái số này là 93 bi á, nó màu hồng á. Coi là let and dry back. Good job, good job.
Oh, they have the price of right at night now.
Really? It's not on in the morning anymore?
Oh, yes. This is for celebrity that they play for their charity. Yeah.
So how am I going to watch it? 10 o'clock when I come here.
No, they do have it. Price of right, it's 11. That's it.
Extra benefits like getting money added back to your social
Let's make a
security
deal.
check may now be available to you in your zip code.
Only time I can watch those shows.
Make sure you're not
I
missing out.
don't have
It's
cable.
simple.
Yeah.
Call the number on your screen. 2, they'll look up your zip code and see if you're eligible.
Eligible.
3, they'll check for plans with extra benefits like prescriptions,
He put this
dental
foundation
coverage,
on better
and
than
the
me, too.
benefit that adds money
Oh,
back
he had
to your social security
makeup
check.
Em phụ cho mọi người coi cái bên nè. Cái mình rắc kim tuyến vô á, nó thành như vậy nè. Cái môi nó bóng bóng lên á. Nó có cái kim tuyến bám nó trọng á.
I called to check my zip code.
Millions of people have called the Medicare coverage helpline. Call, check your zip code, see if you're eligible, and get what you deserve. Call now.
Call 1-800-683-2200. That's 1-800-683-2200 now.
Don't get stuck paying
Sam?
more for internet that doesn't last. Switch to Spectrum Internet and enjoy fast, more reliable connection. Get Spectrum Internet with a free internet modem and free desktop security to keep you safe online. Includes speeds of 200 megabits. Whoa, that's fast. Spectrum Internet for $49.99 a month. Call 833-815-4999. And don't get stuck with slow speeds from other providers. Spectrum Internet gives you enough bandwidth for all your favorite content on all your devices with no data cap. Includes parental controls to protect your family. And advanced home Wi-Fi for even more security features. Plus monitor who can access your network and when.
Homework time.
Get Spectrum Internet for $49.99 a month.
Coi nè.
833-815-4999.
Rồi em vẽ lại môi lại cho mọi người coi nha.
$49.99 a month with no contracts, no added taxes, and no hidden fees. Call 833-815-4999.
Family Feud this week. You just won the raffle to do what with Steve Harvey?
They're going to cut the edges off like last time?
Cái này không vẽ cái môi, vẽ cái chai này đi. Cái này cái go nè mọi người, trong cái set gel detail kit của Drizzle luôn nè. Cái màu go này đẹp lắm.
Next guest is a 14-time national champion coach who stars in the Emmy-winning docuseries Cheer. Season 2 is just released on Netflix. Take a look.
Not that kind of cheer juice down in the hog.
Since the show came out, there's just like so much fighting. We don't see each other as celebrities.
I'm not gonna work with nobody. So I'm not gonna make nobody feel like they have to worship me. No matter how much I call myself the queen.
I'm here to cheer for Monica. so sad you're not here. You were supposed to be here in person, but you couldn't make it. But I'm happy to see your face, so I'm just happy to see you. And I am so
Mọi người thấy cái màu đẹp không? So bright. But I don't want to put too much the lip on, you know.
T-shirts and I'm listening to y'all talk about the show, so that made me happy that y'all enjoyed it so much. Oh my goodness, this was the highlight of my year. You have no idea. I mean, obviously we had no idea how big it was going to be, but I remember exactly where I was when I got the phone call that Ellen wanted us to be on the show. I think I fell down on my knees. I was like, what? This is a dream come true, obviously for me, but for everybody. We absolutely had a blast.
Đây, tại vì em không muốn nó bị dày cái sét á, lúc mình vẽ lên đó mình phải vẽ xong rồi mình còn mất thời gian hơn nữa. Cái này mình cắt có 2 lần, có 2 cái lần là mình có cái trái tim mà mình chỉ có vẽ lên thôi, nó đỡ mất thời gian của mình hơn. Anh chị nào mà muốn coi thì một lát em share cái này lại cho cô nha.
Portrayed it as some popular mean girl that's just on the sideline to look cute, and I really wanted to introduce the world to my team. I was so proud of them, their athleticism, their grit, determination. So I was really excited to do the show. Yeah, well, after the premiere, I mean, everyone became like overnight sensations. I mean, that's a lot to deal with. You know, most people get famous slowly, and you know, not that y'all haven't worked, you know, every single day tirelessly. You had the talent, but you just didn't have
I love that. Wow.
That can really affect people when it's that sudden. What did you
Sorry, TQ. Right? That's what I said. Sorry, TQ. Nothing.
Next appointment, you with me, Jeff.
I'm with you? All
right. She's not happy.
All right. Are you all right?
I'll take you back, you know. I've been letting you go too far, all right?
You strayed too far, at least not too long.
My leash got too long for the past 3 months. Now I gotta go back. I gotta go back to that doghouse over there. What did you say?
The doghouse stinks.
Don't move cái lá. You make me laugh.
Who can be in there?
Probably better than we'd ever been as far as prepared.
You do all that fancy stuff?
I don't see you ever letting
No,
anybody
a lot more than that.
because
Whoa,
you know
stop
everybody
it.
is you're a perfectionist and you should be, and that's why you're champions. And I mean it really is. I tell everybody about the show.
Wow.
It's incredible. And
I like the stuff, like your thumb looks tie-dye.
Wow, people.
Show her.
Your thumb looks tie-dye.
That goes into it.
Oh, is it like
Little thick, like little...
So many challenges in season 2.
It comes here, it looks like it was tie-dye.
To everyone,
cool.
to us, to you,
Why don't you ever do that for me?
Good, back to me. Good. No. This one's in here. Give me your hand.
Fancy for me. I used to only get French manicure.
Hey, do you know how long your nail is?
Excuse me, I used to be able to function.
No, longer than
She's like, she hurts people.
That's what she's known for.
My boyfriend would probably have real tears if I grabbed him.
You need longer nails to do that thing.
I'm working on it, okay? It took me 8 years to be able to get my nails done because of where I worked I wasn't allowed.
You need to be on.
No, I don't.
Yes.
And then I would only do French. And then I started picking a couple colors. So
You
I'm
know,
working my way up.
you
very
work,
slowly.
yes, you're working your way up to longer professional nail stuff, you know what I'm saying? Okay?
Check it out.
Give
Good.
yourself some time. Maybe like in 5 years.
Đây, mọi người coi nè, em sẽ show cho mọi người coi cái tay này nha.
Yes, that's when you get it.
Mọi người thấy cái design nha, cho nó rõ hơn nè. Đây, cái mời, một cái trái tim, có đủ thứ ở trong này luôn. Give me that hand so but người thấy không? Chút đó. Nay viết cái chữ lớp đẹp quá. Đó, vậy là mình xong rồi. Một đó anh chị nào muốn coi lại cái mẫu này thì em share ra rồi mình coi lại ha. Thank you mọi người nha. Đừng quên đăng ký lớp tháng 2, tháng 3 của tụi em nha.